Dun 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 dun. We're back. We're back. StryfeSight on Patti Labelle. On Patti Labelle. Once again, we will go back and I will tell you where we started to where we are going. I started this with hip hop, started with Pac, then I went Biggie, then I went UGK, then I went Twista. Then I was like, all right, that was some hip hop, some legends. All right, let's go to rock. I went to rock, I actually seen a Journey concert live. So I started with Journey and then I went to Led Zeppelin because I had heard their name a bunch and didn't think I knew any songs. I ended up knowing 10 to 15 of them. And then Black Sabbath because I am a fan of metal and they are forefathers of the style. And then I finished that out with Heart, which was my girlfriend's favorite rock band. So with Ann and Nancy Wilson, pioneers of female rock. Now, after that was another month. Now we on R&B. Now last week I did the Isley Brothers, 33 albums. It was a treat. It was extremely lengthy. Go check that out. A lot of data on them. It was a good time. It really was a good time. But now we are here with Patti Labelle as per Mama Strife's request. Well, not request. It is her favorite artist. So I was like, I'm on R&B. I'm doing legends. I don't really know that much Patti Labelle. Let's hop in. So without further ado, after we're doing Patti LaBelle, we might be doing Anita Baker or Sade. Shh, don't tell nobody. We haven't made the decision yet. But into this, Patti LaBelle, 18 studio albums, and we are about to start with the first one in just a little bit. I gotta hit my scrolling real quick on my handy dandy messenger on the second screen. It'd be nice to say notebook, but it just isn't accurate. All right, we are scrolling. Patti LaBelle. There we go. Right there. All right. First album we got from Patti LaBelle is self-titled song. It's a self-titled album, Patti LaBelle. She started in 1977. When was she born? That's the question, right? Do we not have that on deck? Of course not. Why would that be easily findable, right? 1962? No? Okay, fine. We'll look up her age just so I know that. Talk to me. 1944. Whoosh. Okay. 44, that makes her about 23 here? No? 33? Yeah, that makes her about 33. If she's born in 44, plus 20, plus 30. Yeah. 33. First album at 33, called Patti LaBelle. Now, Patti LaBelle, this album begins with Joy to Have Your Love. This is a beautiful, upbeat, positive vibe song about having the joy to love, the joy to have the love of others. She doesn't necessarily say specifically who she's talking about, so this could be fans, this could be a lover. It's multifaceted. Now, there is a song on here called Since I Don't Have You. This is a beautifully sung song in a steady pace that really states that I don't have anything if I don't have you. And it's relative if you've been in love. Now, the instrumentation on this feels very playfully energetic. It was like a really bouncy, dancey feel to the album. Now, there's a concept song here called You Are My Friend. This is a heartfelt, slower song that acknowledges unwavering support and a very intense and comforting bond that was inspired actually by Patti's husband at the time and son. Now, there's another song we have called Do I Stand a Chance. This is a beautiful ballad that's speaking in a very emotional way. If she still has a chance to be with you, you know, it's very beautiful. The hits on this album end up being "You Are My Friend" and "Joy to Have You." The feel of this album felt jazzy and fun, like maybe a light blues kind of feel. It just feels very energetic and playful, and just has an electrically fun kind of feel to the album. The content of the album spoke about the judgment of others, spoke on love, spoke on having a chance to be with somebody, spoke on friendship and gratefulness for being with someone. Now, my favorite song ends up being "You Can't Judge a Book by the Cover." This song is a powerfully sung bluesy jam that sings exactly what the title is about. You can't judge a book by its cover. You can't judge a sister by their brother, and many other ways that you can't judge somebody, which is very relevant to me. I feel like that super represents me. Next, we move into where's the year? I can't see the year. 1978. Yeah, 1978. Now, Tasty. This starts with a fun, fast-paced, groovy feeling joint. "Save the Last Dance" for me. So it was nice and fun. Nice and fun. Now, there is an odd amount of vocal style similarity in this to Erykah Badu. I'm not sure at this point, but I am beginning to believe that Patti Labelle is an inspiration to Erykah Badu. Erykah Badu is one of my favorites. Is one of my favorite female artists. So hearing some of these songs before Erykah, I believe, was born even, is great. Now, Monkey See, Monkey Do reminds me, this song specifically, the second song right here, this song specifically heavily reminds me of Erykah Badu. So if you listen to it and you've listened to Erykah Badu, you might be like, I see where Erykah may have gotten that, or that style from. Now, the concept of this song, it's a smooth R&B song with a steady pace that's stating that in a relationship where a partner is emotionally turbulent and argues, that sometimes the other partner just reflects that and does exactly what they do. Monkey see, monkey do. Now, Teach Me Tonight is a very groovy, very Hispanic styled song where Patti is wanting a guy to teach her to dance in his way. It's in a very Hispanic way. Ya tu sabes. Now, there is another song here. So, Erykah was born in the 70s. Okay, well, Erykah would have been single digits when this came out. So that even further points out my point. Thank you, Pat. So yeah, if that came out in 77 or 78, yeah, she definitely was hearing that. She definitely was hearing that. But I See Home. This is a beautiful, steady paced song about seeing home and safety in a partner's eyes. And it's a beautifully sung song. Now, the hits in this end up being Little Girls and Eyes in the Back of My Head. This album felt more groovy, more dance-like songs with I Like Your Dance and Save the Last Dance for me, among a few others. So a lively, playful dancing feel. The content of this song spoke on dancing, wanting to learn different dancing styles, the love and safety you feel with a partner. And my favorite song ends up being Me Gusta Tu Baile, which is, I like your dance. So it's a Hispanic groove, and it's just like, Me Gusta Tu Baile, Me Gusta Tu Baile. It's really fun. It just feels really fun. It is also Teach Me Tonight is the English title, and I spoke of it earlier, but it's a Hispanic groove, and I hella did not expect it, but it's fire. I super like that. Super duper like that song. It is one of my favorite songs in our catalog, actually. Now, but yeah, it was just super groovy and energetic. I do love the fusion of R&B and soul with the Hispanic instrumental background. I just thought it fit very well, and it felt very fun, and I added it to multiple playlists. On to It's Alright With Me. It's Alright With Me came out in the year after, 1979. This opens with a self-titled joint that is smoothly sung about asking a guy to let me in emotionally, and because it's alright with me to make you happy. We have a song called My Best Was Good Enough. This is a somber song that is speaking on a failed relationship and how your best was good enough even though the relationship failed. The Isley Brothers also sung this song. I recall. I'm pretty sure that neither of them are the original writers, but the Isley Brothers sung this song as well. It's a side note. Love and Learn. This is a pensive song that's about learning about love through the mistakes and pain that love can bring. So yeah, love and learn. I've heard of live and learn, but love and learn that's very real, very real. Now we have another concept song, Come What May. This is a beautiful slow-paced song that's about accepting the things that will happen and that you'll change, and come what may, she's ready to face it. It's a very beautiful and powerful song. Now the hits on this album end up being It's Alright With Me and Music Is My Way of Life. This album felt a bit more romantic, a bit more about love as a whole, due to there being only one song, I believe, and Deliver the Funk as the only dance song. The rest are romance and love based, or just an emotional concept that made the album feel romance heavy and love heavy. This album spoke on love, spoke on the pain of love, also dancing a little bit, and partnership as a whole, and of course romance. My favorite song on this is Come What May. This song is beautiful, but mostly I just love the topic of the song. Being ready to face who being ready to face the fact that you'll have to change, through the hard times and the good times, and being able to realize that it's gonna happen and just going with the flow. It's a really good message. Next we have Released. This came out in 1980. Now, this starts with Give It Up. It's a beautiful even tempo song that is about someone giving up their resistance to the chase. Give it up and give your love to me are the lyrics, or some of the lyrics. And I like the idea. Like, quit resisting, give up. You're mine. I like that. Now, Release. This is a self-titled from the album, self-titled song. This is a steady-paced, groovy song that's speaking to people that are being too guarded with their emotions and people needing to release, and not just in a sexual way, but in multiple ways. Release your emotions. Now, I Don't Go Shopping. This is I was like super curious about this title when I saw this. I was like, I don't go shopping. What do you mean I don't go shopping? What does that mean? But this is a sweet, slower song that is about not going out to look for love. So not shopping when you already got somebody that you're constantly thinking of. So I like that. That happens probably too much in this world. Keep it a buck. Relationships are very up and down, and I imagine shopping happens way more than we can ever really know. All right. Ain't That Enough? This is an upbeat disco groovy jam that is about her love being enough to satisfy her partner's needs and desires. So, ain't that enough? Now, the hits on this end up being Release and I Don't Go Shopping. This album did feel filled with romance due to many of the songs relating to relationships or love as a whole. It was a sweet, fun, and loving feel. The content on this album was talking about love. It spoke on being guarded with emotions. It spoke on being able to provide what your partner needs with your love, and also spoke on not looking for people when you're already with somebody, in romance as a whole. My favorite song ends up being Ain't That Enough. This song just feels pretty lively, and it's a bit of change of pace for most of the other songs, and I just like the lively feel of it. Next, we have The Spirits in It. Spirits in It, 1981. 1981. This begins with a self-titled jazzy jam about, hold on, let's turn the volume down. I just realized I was kind of talking over that, but now, what was I saying? The Spirit in It. This begins with a self-titled jazzy jam about inside her music, there's a spirit that encourages you to move and dance and live. I was like, huh, that's interesting. Now, there's a song here called I Fell in Love Without Warning. This song is an upbeat, lively song about the shocking sensation of falling in love without the expectation of loving somebody that you're interested in. So, I think I understand that for sure. There's another concept song here, Boats Against the Current. This song is a somewhat somber R&B song that is about the understanding of a relationship, feeling. It's about understanding that the relationship is going against the current, but still believing that things are gonna be okay, or believing that things are okay. So like kind of being delusional in a sense, like just believing that relationship is better than what it is, So thought that was interesting. I have another song here called Rockin' Pneumonia. Do I know how to say it? No, I do not know how to say pneumonia. There it is. I was like, what? Pneumonia? What? And the Boogie Woogie Flute. Rockin' Pneumonia and the Boogie Woogie Flute. This is a song that's it's a fun cover of an older jam that is about having a large yearning to dance and move to the music, and maybe in a bit of a flirty mood. So now we have another concept song here, Shoot 'Em on Sight. This is an interesting song that is about the story of a guy that finds his partner having an affair, shoots and kills the female partner and the guy that was a part of the affair, and is essentially on the run and from that. So Shoot 'Em on Sight. Shoot 'Em on Sight is literally the chorus. I was like, what? I posted a pretty funny title, right? I said that Patti Labelle's track list be like, I Fell in Love Without Warning, Boats Against the Current, Rockin' Pneumonia and the Boogie Woogie Flu, and Shoot 'Em on Sight. I was just like, wow, this is a straight. those titles back to back just sound so strange. The boats thing, make it weird. The Rockin' Pneumonia, like what is Rockin' Pneumonia? Like that's weird. And then Shoot 'Em on Sight. I thought Patti LaBelle was an R&B singer. What you mean Shoot 'Em on Sight? But anyway, the hits in this end up being The Spirits in It and Over the Rainbow. Yes, that Over the Rainbow. The feel of this album felt more I guess somber maybe, or not somber. It just felt more varied because it had Shoot 'Em on Sight on it, and it had Rockin' Pneumonia and the Boogie Woogie Flu, and so it gives it a lively feel, but romantic and dramatic as well. Because Shoot 'Em on Sight and Rockin' Pneumonia is. Yeah, they make it feel different for sure. The content of this album spoke about infidelity, spoke about love and the desire to dance all the time, and also the desire to fix a broken relationship, even if it's not savable. My favorite song ends up being Shoot 'Em on Sight, because this is an interesting song with an interesting concept, and it also is the chorus. Like the chorus is just shoot 'em on sight, shoot 'em on sight. Shoot 'Em on Sight. I don't remember the actual cadence, but I know that she sings Shoot 'Em on Sight. Like, and it's not necessarily like it's sung well, of course, because it's Patti LaBelle. But what I mean is that like it's not a shoot him on sight. It's not nothing like that. It's just shoot 'em on sight. Shoot, like I was just like, whoa. Like I wish I remembered the cadence to this. Unfortunately I do not. but they just say it over and over. And it is a bit comical and dramatic, but I do love it. Now, next album we got I'm in Love Again. 1983's I'm in Love Again. Where the hell did the track listing go? There it is right there. This does begin with a sweet romance-filled self-titled song that sings about the excitement and joy of being in love again and the happiness in it, as well as the true joy that it comes with. Now, we have a concept song here called If You Only Knew. Yeah. If you want to, this is a mega hit reference song for Patti LaBelle. It's like, it's a mega hit reference song, you know. Damn, do I just not remember the cadence? I'm getting the cadence of If You Don't Know Me By Now mixed up with this right now. And I don't have the cadence in me right now. I've got the cadence to If You Know Me By Now. This is not that song. That hurts me a little bit, but this is a mega jam that a lot of people would know her by. This song is about wanting to tell a love interest that you really do feel for them, but they don't know it yet. So it's a if you only knew, type of situation. So Body Language, this is a fun funk-like song that is about being able to read the body language of a person that's interested in you, so you don't need to talk because you can read their body language. This is a skill. It's quite the skill. Another song we have is I'll Never Never Give You Up. This is a song that's fast-paced, maybe a blues rock joint that is a very direct statement of never giving up on a person or partner and being willing to do anything to keep them satisfied and keep them around. It's just sung very powerfully. I have a concept song here called Love Bankruptcy. This is a sad R&B song. It's a sad R&B song that is about running out of love due to heartbreak. So she has to file love bankruptcy and wait for her love to return. So it's honestly a cool concept. I like the concept of seeing love as something that you can go bankrupt in, because I imagine you can definitely feel that way. Now the hits in this end up being If You Only Knew, I'm in Love Again, and Love, Need, and Want You. Sample recognition! You guys ready? Now, Love, Need, and Want You, you might recognize this from Kelly Rowland and Nelly's Dilemma. I've heard Dilemma so much, without ever intending to listen to it. I never had the album. I never had it on CD, but I've heard it so much. It's a mega jam, right? But the original is here, and it goes, I love you. I love you. Honey, I love you. I do. More than you ever know. It's for sure. You can always count on my love forevermore. Now, I know that was probably terribly sung, right? And the words I said were Patti's words, not the Nelly and Kelly Rowland version. I actually like this version more. It feels more intentional. The Kelly Rowland Nelly version feels like a bop. Like it feels like a doom 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 doom. Like it feels like it's trying to make you move. Patti LaBelle's version just feels like she's singing it and being accurate with how she feels. It doesn't feel like she's trying to get you to dance. It just feels like she does love you. She does need you, and you can always count on her love. And like you feel that, in my opinion, you feel that when you listen to this song. But moving on, the feel of this album was romantic and full of love, especially with songs like Love, Need, and Want You, If You Only Knew, I'm in Love Again. These songs, they fuel the album to give it a romantic, emotional, loving feel. The content of this album spoke on love. It spoke on being out of love and the pain of that, and also never giving up on your relationship. And it touched on body language and being able to, read that and not needing verbal communication. My favorite song ends up being Love, Need, and Want You. This song is, as I said, is the original to, Nelly's Dilemma song featuring Kelly Rowland. And I've heard this so many times without ever intentionally trying to listen to it. And that song it's okay. It's a good song. But this song, it just feels more powerful, more emotional, and with more of a pure voice. And I really do like Kelly Rowland and Nelly. But this song is just better in my opinion. Next we have Patti. We got Patti. We go into 1985. On to 1985. This starts with Love Symphony. This is a groovy jam about passionate love. There's a song here called Living Double. This is an R&B joint that focuses on being in an affair and living a double life and having attraction to people outside of your relationship and the intensity of that. So interesting song there. Now we have Shy. This is a lively, fun-filled song about being too shy and it preventing you from getting a partner. It sounds like Patti is coaching another woman as to why she's being so shy and how that won't get you somebody. So we have another song here, What Can I Do For You? This is an interesting story-driven song about a girl watching a mysterious guy but being interested while the guy is not necessarily interested back. So she just asked the guy what can she do for him to get his attention and to help him. I was like, oh, I like that. I like that. Now, next we have If You Don't Know Me By Now. Oh, shit. I know this one. This is the If You Don't Know Me By Now, You Will Never, ever. Come on, bro. It's heat. I'm aware this is a cover. Where's the cover? But this is the best cover. The best cover. I love this song. Now, this is a slow-paced, emotional song that is about being in a relationship for a long time and something happens that shows you that your partner doesn't really know you. And if your partner doesn't know you by now, then they'll never know you, you know? And so the hits on this end up being If You Don't Know Me By Now. Let's see. There is that. The feel of this album just felt more emotionally potent, but it was primarily romantic or about the pain of heartbreak. The content of this album touched on if a partner knows you or not. It also spoke on having an interest in a guy and being shy and also having a pickup line or, you know, just being confident enough to approach a guy in like the 80s, which is not something that was very popular, I believe, at the time. Let's see. And it also spoke on how shyness can actually prevent connection that you want from others. My favorite song ends up being If You Don't Know Me By Now. This song is just sung with an emotional potency that is extremely high. And to me, it does seem like it is sung through experience, which feels heartfelt and a little somber. Next, we have Winter and You. We go into 1986. Baby, I Was -4. Now, this opens with Oh People. And this is a smooth, uplifting R&B song that speaks on unity and equal unity and wanting her people to be more positive and socially conscious and work together as a whole for the better of all of us. So, first socially conscious song there. I was like, oh, people, huh? We have another song here called On My Own. Come on, bro. Y'all, you gotta know that. I know the singing ain't that great, but you gotta know the song, bro. Now, this is a reference song to the artist. This is a slow R&B record about the results of a breakup and the feeling of the heartbreak and the independence that has to occur when you are on your own after a failed relationship. Now, we have another song here called Kiss the Pain Away. This is a pensive R&B jam about trying to escape pain and the tribulations of life through romance and intimacy. Kiss the pain away. You know? Sleep With Me Tonight is a beautiful slow-paced R&B song where I've never heard such a beautiful plea to have someone sleep with you, maybe once or twice, maybe forever, are the lyrics. So I was just like, huh. Let's see. Concept song here. There's a winner in you. This is a powerful, slow-paced song that is a self-confidence song that is saying that there's a winner in you, there's a hero in you, there's a lover inside you. For all of you out there that have your doubts, this is a song that is speaking to you. Believe that believe that there's a winner in you. The hits in this end up being Kiss the Pain Away, On My Own, and There's a Winner in You. This album felt romantic with tracks like Sleep With Me Tonight, Kiss the Pain Away, Twisted, but this album also felt somber and socially conscious and uplifting due to There's a Winner in You, On My Own, and it just had a good balance of feels. The content of this album was about uplifting people. It spoke about independence after a breakup, and it also spoke about self-confidence. Now, my favorite song ends up being Something Special. This song is just very lively, and it shows excitement to the activities, likely intimate activities, that are going to happen later on that evening, and something special is going to happen tonight are the lyrics, but it's extremely energetic, and I like the energy. The energy is really likable. Next we have Be Yourself. Be Yourself. This starts with a slow-paced ballad, If You Asked Me To. This song just speaks about a person who said they were never going to trust again, and they would only lower their guard if their partner actually asked them to. So now we have a self-titled song, Be Yourself, for the album. Is an even tempo song that is about what the title suggests. There are a lot of people out here pretending to be something or someone else for other people, and for the fear of people not liking who they really are. So this song says, be yourself. You can't be anybody else, no matter how hard you try. Now we have a concept song here, Yo Mister. This song is a story-driven song about a young girl that got into drugs and got knocked up young. The title, Yo Mister title, is in reference to people asking her father how his daughter is when he was a neglectful parent. Damn. Yes, I typed that. There's a concept song here, I'm Scared of You. This also, that last song, it says Prince wrote this and gave this to it says it right here. Prince wrote this and gave this to Patti. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Now, I'm Scared of You. This is a slower ballad that is about being afraid of someone because you got feelings for them and you don't want to get hurt, and you don't know if they will hurt you. So very relatable for anybody out there that's been in love but also been uncertain. I Got It Like That. This is an energetic, fun-feeling song that is about self-confidence. I got it like that, and I really just love the vibe of the song. It just feels really good. Now, the hits on this end up being I Can't Complain, Yo Mister, and If You Asked Me To. Now, this album had a good mix of sad and energetic feels. If You Ask Me To, I'm Scared of You have a bit of a somber feel, but Be Yourself and Yo Mister and I Got It Like That, these songs have more energy to them. So somber yet energetic and fun kind of a feel. Content of this album spoke on trust issues, spoke on love, spoke on heartbreak. It also spoke on being yourself and self-confidence. My favorite song ends up being I Got It Like That. This song is just such an energetic jam with so much power and confidence that I truly love it. It's a vibe, and definitely one of my favorite songs in the catalog. Now, I made a note here. Patti has an uncanny ability to sing in a very soothing way, but if she wants to, but she can also sing in a very powerful and pure manner. And I believe maybe her gospel background or the gospel in the gospel infused vocal style makes you believe that she's experienced what she is singing, and it makes her content feel more emotionally potent and just makes it feel more real than other artists that I've listened to. I have noticed this on several songs. I need you. Also, if you don't know me by now, I got it like that, and several others. It just feels like you believe what she's saying more than other artists. Next, we have our first Christmas album. Yay! Yay! This is called This Christmas. Came out in 1990. I was about October. That's about 8 months. That was about 8 months around this time. About 8 months. But this opens with a self-titled song. It's just sung with This Christmas. Da, da, da. You get the jam. But it's sung with pure, potent, and powerful vocals. There's a concept song here called Nothing Could Be Better. This is a beautiful slow-paced ballad that simply states nothing beats being together on Christmas. Fair enough. Now, we have a song here called Born in the Manger. This is a beautiful song that is about the simple birth of Jesus and his royal status as the King of Kings. So, now the hits end up being This Christmas and Nothing Could Be Better. This album felt festive due to the Christmas songs, of course, but it also felt a bit gospel-y, if that's a word. I don't know. I want to say sanctified, maybe. I don't. Probably not sanctified, but I'm just trying to think of a word that is in relation to the church, but it's due to all of the mentions of the Lord on this album. Now, the content was about Christmas, being together in love, and Jesus. My favorite song on this, I won't lie, the Xmas songs, the Christmas songs are festive and they're sung well, but I did not have a favorite song on this album. Next album we got is Burnin', 1991. I was about 1 in this thing. Now, this starts with a steady pace, energetic song, Feels Like Another One, featuring Big Daddy Kane. Now, this style is titled as the New Jack Swing era. This song is about the feeling of falling in love again, and like a premonition, like you feel it coming, feels like another one, feels like I'm about to fall in love again, that kind of vibe. Now, somebody loves you, baby. Ooh, oh, come on. Concept song, Somebody Loves You, Baby. This is I don't think baby is a part of the title, but it is a reference track. Beautifully sung, slower paced R&B song is about a partner's unshakable devotion and love for another, stating that when things go bad, no matter what, somebody loves you. Beautiful song. Now, we have another song here called I Don't Do Duets. This is a beautifully sung song that is about a man saying that he don't do duets, stating that he doesn't want to be tied down in a relationship and he wants to keep things casual and avoid commitment. Oh, interesting. Concept song Burnin', self-titled. This is a beautiful slow-paced R&B song that is about not wanting to have feelings for somebody, but the passion is still there and it's burning. So that's sad. It does suck when you like people that you don't feel like you should, or you don't think that you should, but the feelings are still there. Yeah, I know how that feels for sure. Now, we have another concept song called We're Not Making Love Anymore. This is a slow, emotional duet R&B song that sings on both sides that they've lost passion and they don't make love the way that they used to anymore. So, pretty somber. Now, the hits on this end up being When You're Blessed, Feels Like Another One, and Somebody Loves You, Baby. Come on, bro. I just can't help myself from like singing the songs I super love, right? The feel of this album felt hopeful, full of love, and also a little somber due to some of the songs being about unrequited love and, fun at times. The content of this album spoke on having feelings for somebody after a breakup. It spoke on having the support of a partner. It also spoke on being blessed by the Lord and also how crazy love can be. My favorite song ends up being Somebody Loves You. As I said, this song is just sung once again with a high level of emotional potency, and it is a beautiful concept of your partner always being there for you with unwavering support. I love it. I love it. Next, we have Gems. Moving on to 1994. 1994, I was 5 minus 1. Now, Gems opens up with I'm in Love. This is a beautiful song about being in love and beginning to finally feel like you found somebody that will love you for you. Now, we have Right Kind of Lover. It's the right kind of lover out here to find it. Come on. It's the right kind of lover for me. Come on. Come on. Y'all sleep. This is a groovy, steady pace jam that is about Patti Labelle taking requests for men to offer themselves up to her. The song begins with a skit of multiple men trying to, in like small, like maybe 4 or 5 second clips, trying to convince her that like I'm the man for you. I believe Vlade Divac, the former Lakers Sacramento King player, I believe he's in the video, which I thought was funny. I was like, is that Vlade? But anyway, they're offering themselves up to her because she's looking for the right kind of lover, and the song says that she found it. This concept song, what did you say? Ooh, Snoop's debut album, Doggy Style, dropped in 94. Ooh, classic times. But we have a song here called Stay in My Corner. This is a powerful R&B song that is somewhat of a pleading song for a partner to stay in your corner because things are much better with them in your corner than with them not. So we have a song called Our World. This song is a beautiful R&B ballad that is about the new partnership that you created, essentially the new world you created that is safe, and it has helped you overcome loneliness, and it's just a good place to be. I have a concept song, Come As You Are, which is not the Come As You Are that you may think of. But this is a strongly sung song that states you cannot hide and you should come as you are in a reference to a relationship. Don't be lying out here. Now, the hits end up being All This Love and Right Kind of Lover. The feel of this album felt romantic and energetic. It felt like with a vibrant love album. That's what it felt like. With tracks like All This Love, Right Kind of Lover, Come As You Are, Stay in My Corner, all love songs. All right. Now, this album's content was mostly about romance, partnership support, and being yourself in a relationship. My favorite song ends up being Right Kind of Lover. This song is just it's got a nice rhythm to it, and it feels like it fits well, when you're driving in your car listening. It's the right kind of love. It felt really good. I listen to all these songs primarily in my car or in my headphones right here. Most of them I listen to in my car though. So next we have Flame, 1997. I was Final Fantasy VII. Yeah. This opens with a sweet R&B joint. Someone Like You. This is a song and message that is conveyed that as someone like you is what I've been wanting and what I've been waiting for, to do all the things I've ever wanted to do with a partner in a very sweet way. So not very sensual, right? Now, we have a concept song here, Flame. This is a beautiful, even tempo, uplifting song that is about someone's spirit or presence being essentially a flame that keeps you going or warms you up. It just burns you inside passionately to give you passion. Now, we have another song here called Does He Love You? This is a sweet and slower paced, somber song that is about Patti thinking of the woman that her man is cheating with and essentially singing to her about him not being able to love her as much as he loves Patti. And she is wasting her time and he will never love her. It's a interesting concept. Interesting concept for sure. Mm. Now, Shoe was on the other foot. This is a smooth R&B song that is a question about role reversal. She said, what if she says in the song, what if she stayed out late and didn't call? You know, what if she did things to make him feel lonely and mistrustful? Fair enough. Should not be in a relationship where that happens then, you know? Now, another concept song we have here is called Let Me Be There For You. This is a very sweet and slow song that is about the title, you know? If you ever need a friend, if you ever need somebody to talk to, let me be there for you. The hits on this album end up being When You Talk About Love and Someone Like You. This album felt emotional, full of love, curiosity. It just felt like a beautiful album. It did. The album spoke on feeling lucky to have someone. It's like giving back the same energy that's given to you in a relationship. It also spoke about the other woman in a relationship, you know, that for a partner that's cheating on you. My favorite song ends up being Does He Love You? This song is just really interesting. And I have not heard a song singing from this side of, I know I'm being cheated on, but here's my message to the person that they're cheating with. And I don't know that I've heard a song in that perception before. Maybe, but I can't think of one off the top of my head. And, you know, it's just sung in a very smooth way as well. Now, next we got When a Woman Loves. We hit in 2000. Hitting 2000. I was about 10 of them things. Now, this opens with a self-titled song that is emotionally sung and touches on when a woman loves. She's able to soothe, she's able to heal, she's also able to take your soul, while you must, you know, earn her trust in order for this to occur, or for this to continue to occur. Now, If I Was a River, this is a really sweet song with a cool analogy stating that if I was a river, you would be my ocean. And other analogies similar to that. It's basically about having a primary support system. And I like the analogy. It's pretty cool. So, Pat's got me laughing. We have another song, Call Me Gone. This is a funky R&B tune that is an announcement of the departure from being available and a departure from the games that were being played from an individual that you used to be intimate with. You know, I'm done playing the games you want to play. Call me gone. I'm out. See you later. Another concept song we got, Love Will Lead You Back. This song is a beautiful and powerfully sung song about believing that the love you have with someone will bring them back to you after a breakup. That sounds ridiculous, in my opinion. But I felt this way before. So like, I can't quite say it is fully ridiculous, but you know, reading that now as me today, looking down on me in the past as a silly young guy, I relate to it, you know. Hits in this end up being Make Tonight Beautiful and Love Will Lead You Back. This album felt romantic and emotionally potent. The songs are primarily love songs. This did speak on love, the belief of love, bringing a partner back after a breakup. It also spoke on leaving a relationship due to mistreatment and overall romance as well. My favorite song ends up being If I Was a River. This is just, make it up here, kitty cat. I got a guest. We got DMC. DMC just chilling. I don't know if y'all can see or not. I don't think the camera is tilted down enough. But yeah, If I Was a River was my favorite song. It's just a really beautiful and peaceful and uplifting, supportive song. And I would love a partner to actually vocalize this to me, honestly. Next we have Timeless Journey, going to 2004. I was a freshman in this BI. Now, this starts with More Than Material. This is a slow, energetic R&B jam that states, I am more than my clothes, more than my hair, more than the shoes. I am more than material, so stop judging me based on that. Now, New Day, this is a steady-paced groove that is about starting a new wave or a new day, placing the sadness in the past, letting go of the pain of the past and setting forth a new way of thinking. It's a lively, uplifting song. We have a concept song here, Hear My Cry. This is a slow-paced duet with Floetry, one of my favorite female artists, that is about wanting to be heard in a relationship in regards to asking for mutual support. Now, yeah, that's the song title. Is a groovy, vivacious R&B jam that uses an onomatopoeia to describe that how the love felt, overwhelming. Another song we have is Two Steps Away. This is a pretty sad song that seems to be about feeling at odds with where we are as humanity and not feeling capable enough to reach and affect people positively. The hits in this end up being New Day and Finally Got the Nerve. This album did feel a bit somber but romantic. There's a decent amount of romance songs in Love as a Whole, but there's a few pretty somber songs like Finally Got the Nerve and Two Steps Away. So energetic and somber and romantic. The content of this album was speaking about the usual romance and hey, what you doing, bro? Oh, okay. This was speaking about the usual romance and love as a whole, and also heartbreak and the state of the world. My favorite song ends up being Hear My Cry. This song is an awesome duet, and it's also just a cool message and very relatable. I should say, if you've ever been in a relationship or struggled to be heard, it hits you right there. And that I have. Next we have Classic Moments. 05, I was a sophomore in this thing. Now it begins with Ain't No Way. This song is sung very soulfully and it is about trying to love a person that is not returning the love. Didn't I blow your mind this time? This is a song about what you would think it's about. An intimate encounter where extra effort was placed and then the question is asked, didn't I blow your mind this time? The song was very beautiful though. I keep forgetting this is a throwback to On My Own in reference to Michael McDonald is on the song On My Own as a duet. But this song, I keep forgetting, is a Michael McDonald original. This is a Michael McDonald original. You might know this because it's I keep forgetting. Wait, let's look up the lyrics real quick. Let me check it out. It's also used by the West Coast. Keep forgetting. Ow! I've been bitten by a Kit Kat, and now he's gone. Is it because I stopped petting you so I could type, bro? You gotta calm that stuff down. I keep forgetting. Let's see. Let me see the lyrics, bro. Okay, I don't want to go on Genius, but looks like we're going on Genius. See him with the slide. Oh wow. Oh wow. I keep forgetting we're not in love anymore. What is it? I keep forgetting things will never be the same. I keep forgetting how you made that so clear. Like it's this is a it's a rendition. I probably did not do that much justice, but hopefully the rhythm was something that you would understand. I know that there's a super famous West Coast. I think it might be is it the Warren G joint? I keep forgetting West Coast. Who did this? Now Warren G, there it is. Regulate. That's what I don't know why I wrote Regulate is a super classic. I feel mad that I couldn't just like think of it. My brain was thinking something else though. Yeah, Regulators, mount up. Yeah, that song. I know the song. My brain just couldn't remember that like that was the title of the song. My brain was dancing around. But yeah, Warren G Regulate uses this as a sample. And, you know, the original was sung by Michael McDonald and Patti LaBelle did one as well, you know. Now, but yeah, this the lyrics actually express the the pain that stays around inside you after a breakup. You know, I keep forgetting, but in a very smooth way. Now, I write a song for you. This is a beautiful and smooth ballad that is about requesting your partner to write a song about you and you doing the same. Very cute, very cute. Silly. This is a fun song that is actually pretty sad because the lyrics touch on the idea of being silly and investing your time in a relationship and someone that is not reciprocated. The feelings, and it states that love is making a fool of her, you know? Love is making a fool of, maybe, I don't know if you recognize that. I am not the best singer. I will admit that. And I feel a little worse because I feel like Patti is probably the best singer that I've covered. So I feel worse attempting to sing her stuff and not doing like just a tiny bit of decent. So but Silly is a good song nonetheless. Now, here's a concept song for you. You ready for this? You ready for this? YGMMLSE. That's the song. YGMMLSE. You gonna make me love someone else. This is a cute acronym. The song is a groovy R&B song that basically is stating if a person that they're with sucks, you know, they're about to make you leave the situation that you're in, you know. I appreciate that, Paz. I appreciate that. Said you recognize my terrible singing. I appreciate that, bucko. But the hits in this end up being Ain't No Way and I Can't Make You Love Me. This album felt more energetic due to the production and instrumental sounds, although the topics and content did not change very much. The backgrounds were just more lively. This album spoke about loving someone that doesn't reciprocate. It spoke about leaving somebody that needs to be left. It spoke about feeling silly for following your heart and being manipulated, and also the land of the living. Now, Love Ballad is my favorite song of the album. This is just a smooth ballad of love, and it feels very vintage or classic Patti Labelle. It's got a nice soothing feeling. It's powerfully sung, beautiful, pure vocals, flawless pitch, and I just love the vibe. I love the vibe. Next we have The Gospel, according to Patti Labelle. Yes, indeed, The Gospel. First gospel album, by the way, that I've done. So this was going to be interesting. I was a little worried about the content that I was going to have to cover because I feel like the content in gospel is very narrow. Does not feel like there's too much that you could talk about. You know, he saved me. He loves me. I love him. Like, worship him. That's it, right? Whereas love, like, there's so many, in my opinion, love has so many different angles you can attack. There's like the relationship. There's the before the relationship. There's the successful relationship. There's the cheating. There's the talk to the person that's cheating. There's the confronting the cheater. Like, see, that's 6 angles already that I can think of off the top of my head about love. So I was worried. But it was all right. It was all right. This opens with Did You Pray Today? This is an energetic, uplifting song that suggests, did you thank the Lord today? You know, we have Anything. This is an uplifting, energetic song once more about, since you are a child of God, you can do anything that you set your mind to. Yep. Then we have Walk Around Heaven. This is a soothing song that is actually about the afterlife and being comfortable with coming to terms that you won't be here in the future, and the only thing you'll be able to do is walk around heaven. It's a pleasant ideology. Next, we have the hits. The hits on this was Walk Around Heaven. This album felt uplifting and hopeful. I'm aware that is like the basis of gospel music, but it did a good job of matching that, and it was energetic, uplifting, and hopeful, and soothing at times. The content of this album was rooted in a gospel style, and it spoke on the Lord. It spoke about believing that you can do anything because you are a child of the Lord. It also spoke about him loving you, and it spoke about him being your everything. Pat Pat, you gotta calm down with that. I'm not saying that. Pat's got me cracking up in the chat. My favorite song ends up being Anything. There is a second version of this song on the same album called Anything that has a Kanye West feature. Kanye West is he's got a rap verse, and honestly it fits pretty well. And if you note when this came out in 2006. So this is really close to the Jesus Walks Kanye West era, you know? So but yeah. So yeah, it was actually pretty cool to hear Kanye on this, and it fit really well. Next album we got Miss Patty's Christmas, another Christmas album number 2. This album's with the lively song Christmas Jam, which is a song that encourages getting into the spirit of Christmas and like feeling the spirit, you know. What Did the Lonely Do at Christmas? This was an interesting, smooth R&B song that speaks on the positives of family gatherings and the love in the air of couples and children opening gifts, but it asks the question, what do the lonely do? Essentially the people that don't have family, or the people that aren't in relationships, or the people left in solitude, you know. This song makes me feel weird, honestly, because it's asking what they do, like without like a response to it. But it is beautifully sung. It's beautifully sung. Now, Nativity, this is a joyful, uplifting song that is about nativity, which apparently is about the celebration of the Savior being born, Jesus, you know. Now, every year, every Christmas, this is a slow, soulful song that is speaking about losing your partner before the holidays, time after time. Very sad, this song. The hits on this end up being What Did the Lonely Do at Christmas, and It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year. This album felt festive and religious, lots of Christmas mentions, lots of Jesus mention. The music itself was uplifting, energetic, and sweet though. This album spoke about the Lord, it spoke about Christmas time, and also what people do when they're lonely. Well, it didn't speak about that, it asked about that during Christmas. My favorite song, this album had fantastic singing, but none of the songs truly captured me. Next we have Belle Homage. Ooh, now this one was a treat. This is, if you look this word up, I believe this word means tribute in French, if I remember correctly. Let's check myself before I wreck myself. Belle Homage, definition, talk to me. Oh, a beautiful tribute. Okay, so I was partially right, partially wrong. But anyway, back to Belle Homage, a beautiful tribute. This opens with a jazzy styled The Jazz in You, which is speaking on liking the jazz or energy or swag in somebody. This whole album is a jazz album. Like the instrumentation is all jazz with Patti over it. Fantastic idea, bro. She fits super well. And I'm probably gonna say that again because I said that off of a freestyle. And I probably wrote that. So we'll see. Wild as the Wind is a smooth jazz styled song that is speaking on the way love can feel. And like it feels like an overwhelming wild wind, you know. They have a concept song here, Peel Me a Grape. This is a relaxing song about the desire for extravagant luxury in a bit of a humorous way, expecting someone to do a lot for her, even the peeling the skin of a grape. Cool. I made a note here that says I love the vibe of this album. It's intentionally jazz styled, and Patti feels fantastically fitting in this style. I agree with that. Younger Strife. We have a concept song here called I Can Cook. This is another gorgeous jazz styled song that is actually about Patti being able to cook extremely well. Now, I did not know this at all, but Patti has a multi-million-dollar food empire, and she's quoted as saying, "Cooking is a concert on the stove, bringing her same singing performance energy to cooking." Patti's Good Life is the brand. Patti's Good Life is her brand that has sweet potato pie, peach cobbler, chicken, mac and cheese, among other things. The brand was made in '08 and has been a major success that amounts to 200 million annual gross sales. 200 million. Next time I go to a major Kroger, Walmart, Target, I'm going to look for this brand. What in the heck? I did not know this was a thing at all. So I was like, wow, pleasant surprise. But on this album, she has a song called I Can Cook that is in reference to her success. And keep in mind, this came out in 2017. Her brand came out in 2008. So this is 10 years at least of her having a successful, cooking brand, or like a food. What is it? Food empire is the word. So, last concept song on this album is Go to Hell. This is an emotionally potent jazz joint that is essentially a goodbye or good riddance song for a former partner. Kind of dark for Patti, to be honest. Pretty dark. Excuse me. The hits in this album end up being The Jazz and You, Wild as the Wind, and Here's the Life. Wow, she could sell it for $6 to $10 billion. Oh my goodness, that's great. Yeesh. Lots of money, lots of onions. The feel of this album felt very cool and smooth since it was in a jazz style and bluesy singing style, filled with emotional potency and just a coolness or a polished feel to it based on the rhythm and the vocals. The content of this album spoke on heartbreak, love, Patti being able to cook, desiring luxury, and celebrating life. My favorite song ends up being I Can Cook and Moaning. I Can Cook is just her stunt based on the facts that she's masterful at cooking. And I love somebody bragging about what they can do, and especially if it's accurate and it's not specifically just singing and performing. So I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I'll give it up. And Moaning just feels like the most suave track on the album. It's just like a real smooth vibe to it. And I vibe with it heavy. Now, last but not least, we have Home, Patti, Home for the Holidays with Friends, the last album. This opens with These Are a Few of My Favorite Things. It's a beautiful festive song. Sung well. I have a concept song here, Presence with Me. This is a beautiful song by Ruben Studdard. By Ruben Studdard. This album was sung by Ruben Studdard, Jamar Jones, Vivian Green, and Patti Labelle. So, Presence with Me is a beautiful song by Ruben Studdard, a former American Idol member, a winner that I remember him for. That's all about him wanting for Christmas is his partner's presence. So beautiful. There's another concept song here. We got Mary, Did You Know? Patti is singing this chill R&B song, asking Mary, Jesus's mom, did she know about her son Jesus and his divine destiny? So interesting angle for a song. We have another song here, the Christmas song. This is sung beautifully by Vivian Green. It's just an awesome, pure vocal style for the song. Let's see. We have another song here, Oh What a Night. I have multiples, okay. So, Oh What a Night, Brazilian Sleigh Bells, and others, performed by Jamar Jones, are just smooth instrumental joints. They're very peaceful to listen to. I was waiting for vocals, and there were no vocals in these songs or whatever. Where was it? He did this. Oh, What a Night. I was waiting for vocals. None of them came, but it was like smooth. Same thing with Brazilian Sleigh Bells. So I was just like, huh? I don't think I heard anybody say anything. But yeah, the hits on this end up being Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Snow. The feel on this album felt festive, uplifting, and peaceful. The content of this album was Christmas, love, snow, and Jesus were the topics of the album. My favorite song ends up, this is another Christmas album, but none of the songs captivated me, honestly. So there is that. All right, now we must not forget, I have, okay, let's talk about, we're going to go drama. Then I'm going to talk about how good she is at singing. And then I'm going to finish out all of my conclusion except for my mother's part. So, and then we're going to state the conclusion. So we shall start with the drama. Now, the drama, it seems the only drama that has some merit, maybe Patti's authentic words from a different interview in 2017 that the documentary for Luther Vandross that came out in 2025 placed on it, stating that Luther did not want to hurt his mom or female fans by coming out as gay publicly. There were, they were very close friends, and she performed at his funeral. So it really does seem like the Godmother of Soul does not have much drama, you know, without other sources like kind of making the drama for her. Now, her voice, Patti has an unusually potent ability to make you feel that she is going through what she's singing about, more so than other artists that I've ever listened to. Her voice is powerful with the capability for a flawless pitch, with amazing breath control in between words, tones, and pitches, with a great ability to hold lengthy notes and go higher or lower in pitch or volume effortlessly, with beautiful vibrato on the notes being held. You know, one of the most talented singers ever, in my opinion. Ever, man. Now, the hits, her hits, you know, hits like On My Own, If You Only Knew, If You Only Knew. I can't believe I didn't remember that earlier. Dang it. If You Only Knew, and then If You Don't Know Me By Now, and Somebody Loves You, Baby. Oh, oh, oh. I don't feel like I hit that one. Oh, oh, oh. I'm gonna get a little better. I'm gonna get a little better I'm gonna get a little better for y'all. For Patti. I'm gonna get better for Patti is what I'm gonna do. But she has quite a few global hits that people would definitely know her for. The feel of her music itself feels uplifting, hopeful, emotionally potent, filled with romance and love, and also filled with the somberness of loneliness and heartbreak and infidelity. The content of her music was mostly about love, romance, self-confidence, praise of the Lord, infidelity, so loving someone you shouldn't, the pain of loneliness and heartbreak, and Christmas and the family togetherness that it brings. Now, my favorite songs end up being If You Don't Know Me By Now, You Will Never, Ever, Ever, Ever. Come on, bro. You gotta listen to that shit. Y'all gotta something special. I like that the most after that. And then Somebody Loves You after that. Moaning is after that. And then Me Gusta Tu Baile. Me Gusta Tu Baile. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all don't know nothing about it, but I just told y'all better go look it up. Those are my favorite songs in order. My favorite album ends up being Patti and Belle Homage. Patti just has so much heat on it. It's kind of hard to. It's got Love, Need and Want You. It's got On My Own. It's got Somebody Loves You. Stir It Up. Like it's got. Let me see. Go back. Oh, I lied. Huh. But yeah, I definitely. What was I reading? I must have been reading her actual hits from different albums. But Belle Homage is one of my favorites, and I think where is the one that I am looking for? I must figure that out. I don't want to be inaccurate with what I talk about. Yeah, this is this the one right here? If you yeah. Huh. I want to say this one is my favorite right here. Yeah, I think this one is my favorite. just because it touches on different topics. Patty, I did say Patty was my favorite, but what I wrote is inaccurate to why it's my favorite. This one is my favorite because it touches on a few different topics with Shy. And if you don't know me by now, I really love these two concepts. Love Symphony is beautiful. Living Double is a great concept as well. I like that there are different concepts here, and they're also sung really well as well. So that is Patty ends up being my favorite album. And now we shall go to a special StryfeSight portion. This is from Mama Strife. I asked her 3 questions, and I asked her to send me voice memos. Send me voice memo answers and make them as detailed as she would like, just not one line answers, right? And the 3 questions I asked her was, what was her favorite song and why? And then I asked her, how does Patty's music make her feel? And then I asked her, was there ever a time where Patti Labelle's song resonated with her life? Those are the 3 questions, right? So here's the first.
I have thought long and hard on how to answer which one of Patti Labelle's songs is my favorite song, and I can't answer that question. Only because I love Patti LaBelle and all of her songs. I can't say I have a specific favorite one because all of them are good. I love all of them. If she's sung a song or made a song that I didn't like, I don't know. I've never heard it. But out of all the songs, because she's my favorite artist, I can't say that I have a specific song that I like.
Hmm.
I like them all because they all have special meanings. They all have special memories. They all have um, they all have words that I can relate to, whether it's a sad song that makes me happy or a happy song that I might have a bad memory to. They all are special, and I love her words. I love her the way she entertains, the way she responds and reacts to different interviews that I've seen her do. So, what is my favorite song from Patti LaBelle? I would have to say all of them, because they all have, like I said earlier, they all have a special meaning. Whether it's on my own with um, that helps me be realistic about being on my own without being in a relationship, or if it's um, somebody loves you, you know, helping me realize or figure out if somebody that I think loves me really loves me. They're all special, all of her songs.
Hmm. Okay, that was that. I may have to turn her volume up. We'll have to see how that ends up coming out. I did just turn up my headphone volume as much as possible. But that was the first question about her favorite song. Not being able to choose one, not being able to choose one because all of her songs mean so much, and that is really beautiful. And when someone loves an artist a lot, that can be really difficult because there's so many songs, that bounce between their head, and it probably changes weekly or daily, So I super relate to that. Next question I asked was, how does Patty's music make her feel?
How does Patti LaBelle's songs make me feel? Well, it really depends on the song. Um, I can relate to all of them, and they all make me happy. I get excited when I hear Patti LaBelle songs. Um, if I'm down deep in a dirty, bad mood, I'll just put on a Patti song, and it doesn't even
Mm,
matter which one. All of them, they make me overjoyed. I think it's her singing.
mm,
Um, the words mean a lot too, but just her powerful voice. Just it's something about it. It just makes me smile. I enjoy listening to her sing.
mm,
So Patti LaBelle songs, whether they're sad or not, they make me happy.
mm.
They help me enjoy whatever period it is in my life. They help me get through some stuff. It just depends. But all of her songs are really important. All of her words, I feel them as she sings them. So it's an awesome thing. Not that I think I can relate to her, but I can relate to her words and her powerful voice.
Mm. Yeah, that is okay. I can see I can see just the way it's like the way that she sings more so than it is anything else. Like she does just sing with a very powerful and potent, and it just feels like an authentic style to her, and it's an authentic style to her, and I like that a lot. I like that a lot. It's a good answer. Good answer. And last but not least, I asked, was there a time in Mama Strife's life that she felt a Patti LaBelle song represented very well? So, and here's this.
Um, Somebody Loves You, Babe. Somebody Loves You. It's all it's called. Um, is a good song,
Mm-hmm.
but the most memorable song that got me through a bad time in my life is "You Are My Friend."
Mm-hmm.
I was living with a guy that beat me up pretty bad, and I had another male friend who helped me through it and helped me realize that he was my friend. I guess I have to name them so that we can know what I'm doing. I was dating a guy, I called him Papa, and Papa beat me up really bad. Um, but I went to another guy I was dating previously before I got in my relationship with Papa. Um,
Mm.
his name was Eric, and after Papa beat me up, I couldn't recognize myself when I looked in the mirror later on that day. But I had went to Eric's because I didn't know where else I could go, and he just reassured me he's my friend. He's always been my friend, and he was a wonderful friend. And I didn't realize how much he cared and how much of a friend he was until he let me stay with him to recoup and get my thoughts and stuff together before I went back home to my mother.
Mm.
So the words to that song really is a foundation for the relationship I end up having with Eric, because he was definitely more of a friend than I thought, than I realized.
Mm. Yeah, that is. Yeah, I. Man, that was a beautiful response, and honestly, perfect for what I was looking for, but also pretty sad. I believe that this time period, I've only listened to this one time before because I wanted to try and maintain as much emotional response as possible. But I think the time period of this is when I was single digits because I know that Eric is my sister, um, my little sister's father. So I imagine this is when I'm single digits, somewhere between 0 and 8, somewhere between there. And it's just really sad. And I'm really happy that you are my friend was able to help carry her through into some sort of positivity to uplift all of that negativity from that guy. Um, yeah, it really is, and it kind of burns me. Like I like really would like to, I don't know, introduce my fist to that guy. I keep it above. Like even now, like, and it makes absolutely no sense 30 years later, and I never knew of the story either. So I learned of the story when she sent me these memos a couple days ago. But yeah, I am really happy that Patti LaBelle was able to help in some sort of way. I am really happy about that. Despite how sad that story may seem, Patty was able to help, with her music. So, in conclusion, so if you only knew by now, you should listen on your own because somebody loves you and they may love, need, and want you to stir it up because you got it like that. Take a chance and listen well to the godmother of soul, Patti LaBelle. StryfeSight done, baby. Woo!